Well, Joe Harrison got the memo because we're matching today.
Yes, you look great.
Thank you, sir. You do.
Appreciate it.
So I have to tell you, behind the scenes, I think I've said to Joe in the last 3 weeks, when on earth am I going to get a chance to present the FixMeStick? Because at the end of the day, we're thrilled and proud to be able to offer a product like this in a better deal than anybody does. This is your mechanic, your tune-up, your fix-it. For the problems that exist on your computer that you don't even know that are there, that you go to the buy store, the one that has the best deals, and they charge you $80 to do the service once. And what HSN does is a better deal than anybody else. So the FixMeStick is your true plug-and-play deep clean created by antivirus engineers to remove and clean out your system. It is not dedicated software that you have to download on your computer. It takes over, it fixes it, and then you unplug and you put it away. What we do is something nobody else does. We give you 3 computers for the life of those 3 computers. Anywhere else you find the FixMeStick, it is $60 for 1 computer for 1 year. This is a guaranteed lifeline for your PCs, for your laptops, for your desktops, and today you get 3 lifetime licenses for $26 and change per computer. Over 1,500 have been ordered today. This is an offer that will sell out today. This is an offer that you cannot miss to take care of you, your kids, anybody who goes online, anybody who's ever thought about or worried about a virus, from opening an email, from downloading, going on a website. The FixMeStick is the ambulance on its way to your front door, and it's 3 of them for the life of those computers. Don't miss this. As a host, I just kept begging you because I went, this is such a phenomenal solution for everybody and a great price.
And everybody needs it because everyone runs into viruses. There are 200 to 300,000 new viruses every single day that come out. Over the course of a week, you're talking 1 million new threats that can take over your computer, can lose all of your memories, take over your personal data. It happens all the time. With FixMeStick, what it does, it's the deep clean for your computer. Because when you run a traditional antivirus, and you still use your antivirus, use it on a daily basis, it's going to protect a lot of stuff, but it can't protect everything. So what happens is those viruses are getting smarter. They're starting to weave around the traditional antivirus software, and now they're becoming dormant. And what happens is, with FixMeStick, it is the deep clean that would check every single file you have on your computer. Because your computer has about 250,000 files that are on it. Now, when you run your antivirus, your traditional software, it only scans the active files, which is about 10 to 15,000 files. What about the extra 200,000? That's where FixMeStick comes in. It does that deep clean. You run it once a month. That's what I recommend. You can run it more if you want to, but once a month is a great way to start, and it's going to take about 2 to 2.5 hours because every single file is going to be checked. Now, it's such a simple process. I love it because when you get introduced to new technology, sometimes you're like, well, how difficult is it? When you see it on the computer here, all it is a little USB thumb drive. You pop it into your computer, and then, Brett, the screen's going to pop up. It's going to say, do you want to run FixMeStick? You click Run FixMeStick, and that's it. It'll turn your computer off. It'll turn it back on. Then this screen appears. It's going to connect to the internet to make sure it has the latest software version. It's going to update the malware, update the viruses. And by the way, those scanner, the software scanner it's using, it's not just FixMeStick software. They use 3 of the top antivirus scanners on the market. So you've got this team that's making sure every single file is going to be clean.
Including Viper, our #1 selling antivirus software. It quarantines and cleans infected files. It does it all while the system is dormant, so it doesn't slow down your work while you're doing it. It was developed and created by antivirus engineers as the next level, next step up. And you're not paying for a yearly subscription. You're not slowing your system down. You use it on demand, wherever, whenever. 3 personal computers for the life of those computers. It's such a rare exclusive deal that even the box that they gave us as a sample says unlimited use for 1 year. Only here at HSN, only when you buy this offer, it is unlimited for the life of that personal computer. Anytime you're worried you opened a funny attachment, plug it in. Ambulance just arrived at your door. If right now you're worried about the way your system is running, get it home, plug it in, ambulance at the door. Rescue is here on hand. And it's Windows XP, it's Windows Vista, it's Windows 7. You are totally protected and covered for the life of a computer with 3 antivirus companies working for you in a way that's different and better and more comprehensive than anything else has ever been.
And it makes a huge savings because a lot of us have more than one computer in the house. And you think about it, if it's just $59 for that 1 year, that's what everyone else in the world is paying. Only HSN has this 3 bundle offer for it's a lifetime. But if you're paying $59, say $60 just for a year to purchase this. And then over the course of 5 years, that's $300 worth of cost, where today it's one payment for a lifetime of the PC. Like Brett mentioned, if you own a computer basically in the last decade, you're covered. Whether it's Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8, even new version Windows 10, it's going to work for that too. But I love this, how simple it is. There are 2 instructions. The instructions there, it's so simple, even can put the instructions on the back of the USB stick. Insert the stick into the computer, double click on FixMeStick, and you're done. North American-based tech support. In case you have any question, those guys will be there to help you out. But it runs that deep clean of the system. And why is that so important? Because when you run your antivirus, what happens is it'll find a virus. And then have you ever seen it says quarantine? What happens is it's essentially putting a bubble around that virus. But where is that virus living? It's still on your computer. And there are viruses now that are helping pop those quarantine bubbles and letting those other viruses that are now free. What happens is with FixMeStick, it is the external device that's going to remove those viruses that you have sitting on your system. It's like a vacuum cleaner for a computer when you plug this thing in. Now, the other brilliance about this is that because you can run this so many times, unlimited times, as many times as you want, it's going to take 2.5 hours to do. It is a deep clean. Viruses are now so much more intelligent than they used to be, because they're learning how to get around the antivirus. Because, Brett, in case you didn't know this, there are viruses now that are activated on certain days of the week, certain websites you visit, certain files you might have. You might have a virus on a file that's 5 years old on an old picture, and it's not until you click that picture that virus becomes active, because all these viruses are sleeping on your system. What FixMeStick does is it checks every single file, not just the active ones like your antivirus. It checks those inactive ones, those ones that are sitting there dormant. So it's truly that deep clean for your computer.
So let's talk about the alternatives, right? So you go to the electronics store, the one that says they're the best.
Yep, you lug your computer in.
You take your computer in, you're without it for a week, and they do the same thing FixMeStick does, and they charge you $80 to do it once. You go home, you click on something funny on Facebook that's not so funny, you gotta go back again. Okay, so that's not the way to do this. And who wants to be without their computer for days on end and turn over private files and all that, all the like? So then you could go buy FixMeStick elsewhere. It's $60. Yeah, you're like, wait, Brett, but your price is higher. Wait, no. It's $60 for one computer for 1 year. Here at HSN, 3 personal computers for the life of those computers. You could run it every night if you wanted to before you went to bed. The truth of the matter is, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, if you're on email, if you're on the internet, you have to contend with the world of viruses. And this is that deep clean, the one that actually cleans out the quarantine files instead of just shoving them over into a corner. And what's great is that there's no software. It's not making your computer run slower. Plug it in when you're going to bed for the night and wake up to a fresher, cleaner, faster, healthier, safer computer. There's nothing else like it in the marketplace, and our deal is hands down, bar none, the best deal you could find. To even get close to this offer anywhere else, you would spend $180, and it would still only be 1 year's worth.
Absolutely, especially when you're considering this is something that you can do in your home. Like Brett mentioned, you can hand your computer over to somebody else. Now they have access to your files, to your personal data. This is something you just plug in, let it run 2.5 hours. That's about how long it takes. You can see it's right here. And the great thing about this, it's taking every file from my computer. Because, Brett, this is actually a computer in itself. Because there's no software being installed on the computer, it's running all this program from the FixMeStick. And it's going to go through a 5-step process, and it makes sure every single step along the way, it's checking your malware, checking your viruses, making sure that you're nice and clean. It's not just using the FixMeStick software. It uses 3 of the top antivirus scanners that are out there on the market. And you see here, just in a couple minutes, I've already scanned about 45,000 files, but I have 215,000 on this computer. When you traditionally run your antivirus, it only scans about 15 to 20,000 files. You're missing all the other stuff. Now it's capturing every single one of those that's sleeping. But the other thing about FixMeStick I love is that there are a lot of programs that are out there that's like, oh, this is going to help your computer, this is going to speed up your computer, but it ends up being additional software you load on your computer. Every single time you add another piece of software to your computer, eventually it's going to slow it down. Here, you're not installing anything at all. As soon as you pop this into your USB stick, it's just a little USB drive, and by the way, this works with every computer made in the last 10 years. You pop that in there. On the back of the instructions, it says run FixMeStick. The software will stay on FixMeStick, so it's not going to slow down future use of your computer. Now, you do continue to run your antivirus on a day-to-day basis. That's going to get a lot of stuff. but there are 200 to 300,000 new threats every single day. So your traditional antivirus isn't going to catch everything. Stuff will pass through. And what happens when your antivirus catches it? It puts it in a quarantine, puts it in a bubble. And then what happened? That bubble could burst and that virus could run havoc amongst your computer again. This is a deep clean to make sure every virus has been removed.
Okay, so there's only 3 minutes left in our presentation. If you think about what you spend on your laptops, on your desktops, on your personal computers, and guarantee you are without viruses for the life of that computer for less than $27 a computer, it's worth every single penny. It's free shipping and handling. You pay for one computer, get 3 lifetimes home with the FlexPay special that we have available. Only at HSN can you do this deal. Now, you'll notice at the bottom of your screen, I just want to call this out. It does not show works with Windows 10. It will when Windows 10 is officially out into the marketplace. Just like Joe said, when you plug it in, it goes onto the internet and updates itself. So right now, it doesn't say 10 on your screen because 10 is not readily completely out in the marketplace, but it will. So your older model and your newer model desktop computers and your laptops, your HPs, your Dells,
Gateway,
your Gateways,
Acer,
your Acers,
whatever it is.
any Windows system, this is the solution. And what you're paying for what you are getting, when you think about what's on your computer, photos, the movies, the music that we love, just everything. It's how we stay connected to our lives. You know, this is like concierge doctor on demand, shows up at your house at 3 o'clock in the morning whenever you want him, and you don't pay him. Ever. You pay right now, and for a lifetime, he's there for you.
And this was actually developed by 2 software engineers that used to work in the antivirus field. They knew there had to be a better solution because when you get a virus on your computer, the only truly way to remove it